I wouldn't be standing here today doing what I'm doing if it hadn't been for all of those things that have happened over the course of my life.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most controversial Dancing with the Stars contestants.
Hi, it's Donald. That was huge. It was huge. Hey, Vlad, could you hold on for a second? 3 months later, well, still clueless.
My biggest regret is letting other people down. And now I want to prove to the world that I've changed.
For this list, we'll be looking at contestants whose inclusion on the show often made headlines for all the wrong reasons and divided the viewers. Which Dancing with the Stars contestant were you most shocked about? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, Andy Dick. During their time on the show, Andy and his partner Sharna Burgess cemented themselves as fan favorites. However, the actor's overall experience ended on a sour note when he returned for the finals. He caused concern due to his erratic behavior throughout the night, especially due to his history of substance abuse. It's said that matters escalated, with Andy lunging at and inappropriately touching a staffer, with security having to get involved and escort him out. Sadly, it seemed like the scandals were just beginning as more claims emerged of sexual harassment on movie sets, which he has denied.
It's been the best. It's just been the best. Carrie Ann, I'm gonna kill you for that 5. What did you do? It was all your fault.
Number 9, Mackenzie Ziegler.
I'm going to be giving thanks to my big sister Maddie because she is my best friend and she's always there for me and she's a huge supporter in my life.
If you're wondering why this young celebrity looks so familiar, you might have seen her on television or YouTube. Perhaps you're familiar with her singing career, or maybe from where it all began on Dance Moms.
My dance this week is acro. I'm good at acro.
Yes, you heard us correctly, Dance Moms. Mackenzie is a trained dancer, which left some viewers skeptical over her participation in the show. Paired with Sage Rosen and mentored by Gleb Savchenko, she achieved the season's first perfect score and sashayed straight to the finals. However, previous dance training doesn't necessarily win you the mirror ball, which she lost out on to professional skateboarder Sky Brown.
From Team Allen, Sky and JT!
Number 8, Geraldo Rivera.
I think when you see how that thing spread, if you believe all of those charges are true and that nobody was evening old scores or getting back at bad bosses, then I think, Sonny, you're more naive than I know you really are. I think
it's a movement and not hysteria.
This Fox News correspondent is never too far away from controversy. While he was lacing up his dance shoes, viewers were reminded of numerous contentious moments throughout his career.
Sexy lady, but you walk around here like you wanna be someone else.
From victim blaming to shaming and bragging about his active social life in his 1991 memoir, Exposing Myself. Even after the show, during the rise of the Me Too movement, in 2017, an old interview between Barbara Walters and Bette Midler resurfaced where the actress accused him and a producer of drugging and groping her.
27 years after that interview, it has come back, and how much do I have to pay for writing that book 27 years ago?
You should take a page from your friend Donald Trump.
Fortunately, viewers didn't have to endure him for long, as he was the first to be eliminated. Number 7, Bristol Palin.
Sugar in your tea. What's all these crazy questions they're asking me?
This was the first time Dancing with the Stars crossed into the political realm, which was a controversial move in itself. As the daughter of Sarah Palin, some believe the odds were against her. However, despite her consistently low scores, she still managed to dodge elimination and end up in the finals, raising quite a few eyebrows. During the season, security had to be tightened after she received death threats and a suspicious white powder was delivered to the show, which fortunately was tested as harmless. Still, riding on the wave of controversy, Bristol finished in a very respectable 3rd place. Number 6, Paula Deen.
There's been some very, very hurtful lies said about me.
Shortly after an ex-employee sued Paula and her brother for racism and sexual harassment, the TV cook joined the lineup in a bid for the Mirror Ball.
So I'll ask it to you bluntly. Are you a racist?
No, I'm not.
While Deen had endorsement deals and contracts canceled, the show still seemingly didn't see any reason not to welcome her. Although the case was eventually settled out of court, this would not be the only time she'd be accused of racism. Deen said she felt the judges didn't want her there, and critics argued that her inclusion showed complete disregard for her behavior.
Oh, that's the way you do it now. Oh, gone, baby, now.
Despite the growing anger from audiences, she was able to compete until elimination. Number 5, Heather Morris.
It's funny how the tables turn.
Previous dance training does not make this contest a waltz in the park, with viewers often quick to point out the unfair advantage. While Jordan Fisher did manage to win despite his Broadway background, viewers struggled to warm up to Heather Morris, leading to her shock elimination in week 6. While now she may be best known for playing Britney S. Pierce in Glee, she's also a trained dancer and choreographer, who at one point even danced backup for Beyoncé. Her elimination surprised her critics as well as her fans, with some claiming she was robbed of the Mirror Ball.
After a perfect score, Heather and Max.
Number 4, Carole Baskin. In 2020, Netflix's documentary series Tiger King had the world gripped, introducing us to animal activist Carole Baskin.
I wouldn't be standing here today doing what I'm doing if it hadn't been for all of those things that have happened over the course of my life.
One of the biggest plot lines to emerge from the show aroused some suspicion that she may have been involved with the disappearance of her ex-husband, Don Lewis.
The last thing he said to me was that he needed me to have Kenny get a truck ready because he was going early, he said, the next day to Costa Rica. And that was the last I saw of him, so I just don't know.
Understandably, her inclusion in season 29 made headlines. And to add to the controversy, her ex-in-laws paid to run an advertisement during her dance debut, offering a substantial reward for anyone with information.
Do you know who did this or if Carole Baskin was involved?
A $100,000 reward has been funded. You can call the tip line.
However, audiences weren't wild about her dance skills anyway, and she became the second person to be eliminated. Number 3, Sean Spicer. In a country already divided by politics, we look to entertainment shows for a much-needed breather. But in season 28, this was not to be. Viewers were enraged by Sean Spicer's participation, and how he seemed to be trying to use this opportunity to distance himself from his involvement in the Trump administration. They objected to Dancing with the Stars giving him a platform for self-promotion. Even Tom Bergeron tweeted his disappointment, and stated that the show should be, quote, a joyful respite from our exhausting political climate. Despite all the outrage, however, Spicer somehow managed to survive elimination for 8 weeks. Number 2, Bobby Bones.
3 months later, well, still clueless.
Due to their consistently average performances, fans were surprised when Bobby and his partner Sharna were announced as the season 27 winners.
Bobby and Sharna.
Considering that this pair's scores were consistently lower than their competitors, viewers questioned if the winners had been chosen due to popularity rather than talent.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
Some argued that his sportsmanship throughout the show wasn't great either, and that he was always quick to throw snide comments at the other celebrities. Until the finals, he had never even scored above an 8, and some thought that his freestyle routine to The Greatest Show was overmarked. Talk about a polarizing figure. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Marla Maples. The show did not shy away from her history with Trump. Rick Perry. Another instance when viewers questioned if this is really the right platform for politicians. Jennifer Grey. Wait, you mean the star of Dirty Dancing can dance?
And if you would let them.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ryan Lochte.
My name is Ryan Lochte,
and I'm a 6-time Olympic gold medalist swimmer. But recently, I've been in the media for the wrong reasons.
This Olympic champ fell from grace after fabricating a story about being held at gunpoint in Rio during the 2016 Summer Olympics.
My biggest regret is letting other people down. And now I want to prove to the world that I've changed.
Despite admitting to over-exaggerating the incident, he lost all 4 of his major sponsors, and it seems the nation wasn't entirely ready to forgive either. His debut performance to Call Me Irresponsible was overshadowed when 2 protesters stormed the stage. Security had to get involved, and the pair was later arrested on suspicion of criminal trespassing. Lochte said he had come on the show to prove he had changed, and said he felt, quote, a little hurt by the incident. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.